All right, well, good morning. It's Monday, May 10th. Happy birthday, Tasha. And we're just not even a mile from camp, I don't think, about 8/10 of a mile. And it rained off and on during the night, rained really well right before 8 o'clock. And I have a learning experience of getting water in my tent, but I'll talk about that later. But just came upon this pretty field. It's hopefully the rain will clear up here in a little while, but it's not bad. It's just a nice drizzle to walk through. Kind of pretty. Well, we're just about 4 miles in, an hour and 35 minutes, pretty good. Even though a lot of it's been uphill. Just a beautiful view. The rain, I think, has stopped, but we're constantly being rained on by the water falling out of the trees, particularly whenever the wind blows. So I had to take my rain jacket off because it was just too darn hot. I was sweating more than I was getting wet from the rain. But just a kind of a cool view, hiking up into the clouds and all this greenery. All right, I think about a mile or so from the shelter we're going to stay at tonight, but good news is we arranged for a shuttle to pick us up at the shelter tomorrow morning and take us to Charlotte. So we're going to be getting off the trail tomorrow instead of Saturday. And then I should be there in time to catch a bus, a Greyhound, which happens to stop in Norcross, not far from the house, and be home tomorrow night. So that will allow me to go with Gail to our grandson's, Dylan's, last soccer game of the year on Saturday in Tuscaloosa. So happy to have an opportunity to do that and maybe surprise him. So looking forward to that. Just right now trying to kind of lost a lot of the dexterity in my hands. It's been cold and rainy and windy. Not super cold, but just when you combine it with the rain and the wind, now we've gotten this cool tunnel. When Pinto's ahead of me, I had to stop, pull out my battery for my phone, for my watch, because it had died. Try to keep tracking on that. So, shelter soon. This is one of the few shelters on the AT. It's the only shelter on the AT, I think. You can order a pizza and have it delivered to you. It's close to Marion, Virginia. I'm not sure if that's what we'll end up doing or not. We'll see. Look forward to getting there. All right, we are at the partnership shelter. I may walk back down there just to get a video. The only shelter in the AT where you can order a pizza. This is the Mount Rogers Recreation Area Visitor Center. There is the Dirty Bubble group of hikers, family. And been hanging out here. I think they're getting ready to go. A couple of them already left. And the good news is, Pinto and I are waiting for the shuttle to come by at about 2:15. We are heading into town, a hotel room, and then tomorrow morning we have a shuttle to Charlotte and can catch the bus there. So I can catch a bus in Charlotte back home. So I'll be home tomorrow, and when I return to the trail, I'll be here at the partnership shelter. All right, and this is the partnership what you call it, shelter. There's a shower right next to it and bathroom, but it's locked up right now, not usable. So normally this is a great place, and they have a place to charge phones, but none of it's operational now, other than water's available to refill your water. That's it. And they got a nice grassy area for camping, tenting, versus having to sleep in the shelter. So anyway, this will all be coming back, mile 534.3, I think. So here's the front of the visitor center at the Mount Rogers Recreation Area. That's closed, and there's that ridiculous sign. That's funny. Do not trespass. Are they telling that to the hogs? I don't understand. So we're waiting down here for the shuttle into town. Hopefully it'll be here. See that person walking over there? That's the trail runner for the ATC. and he's just heading up the trail. That's where I'll catch the trail when I come back. Here's the white blaze right there.
Yeah, where's the good barbecue? There you go.
Okay, hi, it's Tuesday, May 11th. I'm sitting in the airport in Charlotte, waiting. Gail is driving here to pick me up and bring me home. And just a quick summary and update before leaving the trail for a few weeks. Yesterday, Pinto and I arrived at the partnership shelter at the Mount Rogers Visitor Center. We were able to kind of hang out there and got a ride back to Marion and stayed in the Travel Inn Hotel last night. Actually, it was an awesome little hotel and nice and clean. And the main thing, it was close to walking distance to a great Mexican restaurant. So we had dinner last night with Corner, and just really enjoyed it. Tried to clean out some of my gear from the day before, but I'll do that when I get home. My tent is still muddy and wet, and there was just no way to clean it there yesterday, and without messing up and ruining all their towels. I think I'm just going to set it up in my backyard when it's sunny and wash it down with a hose. So just looking forward to getting home and helping Tasha as necessary with Zane delivery coming up and birth. It's funny because when Pinto and I made the decision, and we confirmed yesterday or day before yesterday that Ram Bunny, the shuttle driver, was able to take us to Charlotte, my mind instantly shifted from trail mode to home mode. So I'm excited about getting home, anxious to be there, and see Gail and be with Tasha to help out however I can, or just nothing more than offer support. So a good night last night in Marion, and then this morning Ram Bunny picked us up at about 8 o'clock, a little after 8, and got here, and just as I said, Gail's driving in to pick me up. So looking forward to that. I will be providing a couple updates. I'm probably going to be home for up to 4 weeks, and got to decide if I want to continue off continue to start back up where I got off at Marion, mile 534. Maybe go up to Harper's Ferry and catch up with a lot of people I've hiked with earlier, and continue on to Katahdin and finish the session later. Or maybe go all the way to Katahdin and just start a southbound. So a lot of options. I'll figure that out, and I'm going to kind of go through and review all my gear and see what worked, what didn't, and take all my winter gear out and what I want to carry. So a lot of changes. I'm still trying to figure out my pack. There's just a few things I'm not quite happy about, so I'm going to see if I can get those figured out as well as Z-packs. And so I'm sitting here at the airport, and hopefully Gail should be here in the next 15-20 minutes, and be home in about 4.5 hours. And talk to everybody soon, and I'll keep you updated. Thanks.